Yeah, what's going on, you guys? Like, you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got, but you see that? But you see that? Goddamn, boy, right now, boy, goddamn, what that is right now? The Batman. You know what I'm saying? Your boy got a review for the Batman. Excited to talk to y'all about this because as y'all know, the Batman or Batman is my favorite comic book hero. Y'all know I'm a DC guy, so I've been anticipating this. Been seeing the trailers. Been just like ready, like okay, what is Matt Reeves gonna do with this? We've been Affleck's out as like what I'm saying, he didn't get a solo film, so we replaced him with Robert Pattinson. I'm just like okay, how this gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Just like oh, this is gonna be like a noir type film with more the seeing how Batman's the world's greatest detective and like all of that. Yo, I guess as y'all can tell, I was pretty happy about this film. I definitely enjoyed myself in my time at the theater. Those 3 hours that I was there. So basically, this is like year two of Bruce Wayne being Batman, and we have this is pretty much like a murder mystery, and the Riddler trying to unravel everything that is Gotham and like the corruption behind it. But we know his methods aren't in line with Batman's. Okay, so we have we have this whole Batman trying to figure out who the Riddler is, solve these riddles before the next person gets killed while simultaneously have to deal with everything that goes on in Gotham. Now, first of all, we got to start with Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson was great. Robert Pattinson was a great Batman. Okay, the reason I because this is more of a Batman film than anything. All right, he crushed it as the role of vengeance, as which they call him in this. Like the fights in this thing are just brutal. Okay, they are brutal. He is he beating the shit out these folks. Okay, he is not playing with them, man. There's a lot of people somewhere in a hospital. Like damn, like he had like the way Batman runs Gotham in this, and the way he has like a I don't even want to say a lock on crime because like you have certain people who obviously fear him, but you also have those people just like I don't give a fuck. But like he has people legitimately scared of the dark, and like I love that element about it. But once again, I have to highlight something. Robert Pattinson is a great Batman. One of my fears going into this movie after seeing the trailer and all the promotional material, I said, man, Robert Pattinson looks like he's gonna crush it as Batman, but I don't like his Bruce Wayne. His Bruce Wayne and Batman never seemed like two different people. They always felt like one and the same. And we all know that Bruce Wayne is the mask that hides that Batman hides behind. Okay, the billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, all of that. Quoting Tony Stark, but like that's who Bruce is. You know, the most eligible bachelor in Gotham. But we didn't really get that. He is moping a lot. When I tell you, listen, this some bitch don't smile the entire movie. Not one time. Oh, listen, I bullshit you not, bro. This man does not smile one time in this fucking movie. Not one. Not as Batman, not as Bruce Wayne, not as a kid. I don't think we saw him as a kid. But like he does not smile in this bitch at all. This motherfucker is serious. And that's one of the things I like seeing the switch between the two. Okay. Now the film kind of plays it in a way to where, hey, there's a reason why they didn't go that route. So I understand it. I understand the reason why he's not that right now. But I just knew that was one of the things about me that I'm just like, okay, I want to see him like, switch between both. Now, Zoe Kravitz, who I love, as a Catwoman, Selena Kyle, I loved her. Absolutely loved her. I thought her and Robert Pattinson actually had some really good chemistry. There was one scene between the two that felt, I won't say forced, but I felt unnecessary. I wish it would have saved it for another time, or just even for the next movie, just in general. But overall, I loved her. Man, she was so good. She was great, and we saw her being like the Catwoman that we know, but the way this Gotham is set up, it wasn't about her stealing money or anything like that. It was like she had other things going because she was involved directly with things that was going on. The things that are happening like crime organizations. She ended up getting involved with because of certain circumstances. I'll try to be as vague as possible. But like, yeah, I really enjoyed her. She just Zoe Kravitz just got it. You know, there's some people who can be good or just great at something, but they don't have that it factor. Zoe Kravitz has that, like undoubtedly. Whenever she's on the screen, you mesmerized by her. She just has that it factor. Okay, Colin Farrell, I think is his name, plays a penguin. I cannot wait to see more of him. I cannot wait because he's not the penguin that we know. The penguin that pretty much runs everything. Yes, he has an iceberg lounge and everything. But if you know Penguin kind of like starts below people and rises to the top as certain things start to happen and certain crime bosses like fall. I can't wait to see like his journey going on. Paul Dano as the Riddler, a very different take of the Riddler that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to the Riddler being in like the green suit, purple question marks, all that top hat, the cane, all of that. This is very different. The man in the garbage suit, okay, but he's fucking menacing, and and when I tell you, he is so good at being I'm just like, I am so happy that I don't have to deal with villains like this. Not that I would ever have to deal with a villain, not a fucking superhero. I'm just saying, I could not if I was a superhero and I had a villain like the Riddler. Do you know how many people would be dead and cases would never be? So I would never, ever solve a fucking case that involves the Riddler. He leaves a letter to Big Dog. I'll look at that bit. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Gordon, this is on you, man. This is on you, man. He gonna have to get bored eventually, leaving me the damn letter, because I am never gonna discover what the fuck he talking about. He can he can give me a layup. All right, I'm sorry, because like, bro, but that's where Batman being the world's greatest detective comes in. We really get to see Batman be that guy, but the movie still pays. It doesn't make him too smart for everything else around him. He still messes up. He still like is thrown off. It's so much going on. Yo, I'm in the middle of recording.
Oh, don't even know we're recording.
Yeah.
Talking about Batman?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this question right quick. Include it if you do. You don't have to.
All right.
You know how he played Batman well?
Yeah.
Played Bruce Wayne horrible.
I just.
Not horrible, but you know.
Yeah. I just was talking about that. Yeah.
Do you think Ben Affleck or Christian Bale's Batman is better portrayed in this one, or how do you stack this one against those?
As far as Batman, I like his Batman more than Christian Bale's.
You like this one more than Christian Bale?
Yeah, definitely.
Or you like Ben Affleck's more? Still kind of fresh. Still kind of hard to say. So.
It is. But like he gave you that dark grittiness that I felt like, and I think I won't say those films suffer from like the world they was in. It is just this one was so much more. You can tell how broken he was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Ben Affleck's Batman was pretty fucking broken as well.
No, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I still like Christian Bale a lot more for another reasons. I stack him above him. I want to say I like this Batman more than, or just as much as Ben Affleck's. I stack them pretty similar. I stack this one probably higher, but keep that in mind. I had more film time. Compared to Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck literally had just scenes, right? He didn't have a full movie.
True.
But realistically, I think he portrayed Batman pretty well.
Yeah, I think his Batman was great.
But I think that's what you had to do to break. You know, I have issues with the actor, right?
Yeah.
That's what you had to do to break that issue that I have with the actor.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see Robert Pattinson.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
You saw Batman.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I was just curious about that.
All right, it's all good. But yeah, who was that now? The Penguin. We had talked about. Jeffrey Wright. I think that's his name. Played Commissioner Gordon. I liked him. He wasn't great, but I did enjoy him. You know, I enjoyed his Commissioner Gordon and the way he's pretty much like Batman's like way into like working with the police. And I love. Now let's talk. The directing is great. All right, cinematography fantastic, but that fucking score, man. Oh my god, there were just certain scenes where that score would kick in, bro. There were certain scenes where that score would kick in, and now like that's my partner. I'm hitting him like, bro, you hear that mother? I'm like, he said right next to me, like, what? I'm like, bro, he's like, yes, I hear it. Like, that shit would hit and and then it's cut. I just said, yo, what the fuck? This shit is crazy. I know that we've all seen the chase scene with him and Penguin. That I think a lot of people were kind of like thrown off by like the Batmobile, and it's like, okay, it just looked like a Mustang. There's a scene where when that joint when you first see that goddamn car crank up. Oh my god! Like, you sit up in your seat and like you start grabbing shit. That's what I did. I'm just like, damn, that is. I'm like, it's the fucking devil. I'm like, it's the devil in a car version. I'm like, yo, that is nuts, man. That is fucking nuts, bro. I had so much fun. Now, it's not a perfect film by any means. I do think that runtime, you sometimes feel it. I think at one point in time, I'm just like, this bitch is going. But one thing about the scenes that Matt Reeves does, he let every single one of them bitches breathe. All right. I really want to see what's on the cutting room floor, if I'm being honest. Because, like, here, you'll have a scene and that bitch just go. And you gonna make sure he gets everything out of that scene, get everything out of people during that scene. I guess, especially since the type of film that it is, you got like it's so detailed and like what I'm saying, what things that are happening, you have to do that. But I do think I don't think this film gonna be for everybody at all. I think this is a great film, and it's a very different superhero film that I think most people are used to. I feel like as much flack as DC get, I do have to give them credit for when they choose to do certain things like this. You know what I'm saying? Shit like the Suicide Squad, shit like the Joker. These are different films, man. That like everybody won't. I want to say understand, because I'm not gonna like pretend like I'm some fucking what I'm saying, genius or no shit, because it's not like that. It's not fucking rocket science or nothing like that. It's just like, yo, this is a more serious take, but we gonna make sure we still keep that comic book element, because there was the certain stuff, and I like when I don't know what's happening. I like when I can't predict the fucking movie. Granted, I'm not a great predictor of anything, but like I like when I don't know. And the character who's the greatest detective, that nigga don't know shit. Okay, I know who the Riddler is, Edward Nygma, right? Cool. Batman doesn't know that. But the way the movie going, I'm like, well, damn. I don't know. I thought I knew some shit. I still don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing stuff, but it never puts you in a position where you're in the Riddler spot. You know what I'm saying? Where you get the Riddler's point of view. Like I said, Paul Dano is amazing. But you know how you see the villain set up certain things? No, you are always in Batman's shoes. You always just like kind of wondering why this is here, or what purpose does that serve. And they all everything serves a purpose. The way the Riddler does his man, he does, man, I'm telling you, that's not what you want to be. You do not want to be around this man. You do not want this man coming after you. You do not want this man giving you a riddle, because I promise you, you are not going to know what the fuck is going on. It's bro, I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nothing. Andy Serkis is Alfred. I enjoyed him. He just like, he's not in it a lot, but like he brought something in with him and Robert Pattinson. I think that was great. Like that Bruce Wayne, Alfred like dynamic, where like Alfred kind of like on his case about shit, and Bruce is just kind of like, what I'm saying, just dusting it off. And they have a very unique relationship in this. I won't get into details about it, because I think it'll give away some of what the film. Man, like the last few minutes when I was like about to post this, like the last few minutes of my video just like completely, I guess, didn't record or whatever. So I'm going to have to go back in. And I hope if I repeat something, my fault. one of the best things about this film as well, I would probably say, is Gotham. Like Gotham feels like Gotham. Okay, like you're not walking your dog out here. You're not flying no kites. Like you know what I'm saying. You're not getting no street meat. Like none of that, bro. This place, it seems like gritty, dark, just honestly miserable. Okay, miserable place to be in. The sun doesn't shine in Gotham, people. It just it gives you that feeling. And Bruce being in that corruption and trying to like solve everything himself, like the way the stuff that he showed us on himself, all of that is just like takes a toll, and you just completely feel all of that. Like I love the way this thing was directed and how this thing played out. It's different. And that's one thing I like about DC. You know what I'm saying? They swing big, and like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think they just like, hey, we're gonna do something, we're gonna make something unique. Now there's been times where they just like, hey, maybe this is too unique, maybe we should pull back on it. But when I think about stuff like Joker, the Batman, hell, even the Suicide Squad, it's just like, yo, we gonna take chances. Hey, Birds of Prey was even one. They took chances with that shit. Like they didn't make as much money as they wanted to, but it's like I think it has appeal to a certain audience. And it's just like, yo, they gonna take chances in doing shit. That's probably why they're not as like I guess people say as consistent as Marvel. But I would rather me walk into a film not knowing what the hell kind of movie I'm gonna get. No slight at Marvel because I think what they do is great. It's just like, yo, DC like be like, fuck it. Okay, what movie kind of movie you want to make? Well, we got this like world building, but you want to go make your own Batman movie just completely separated from everything? A film noir, 3 hours, dark. Mm, mm. Fuck it, go ahead. And like we get something like this, bro. I feel like this is a Matt Reeves movie. He did his shit with this joint, bro. I'm incredibly satisfied as a Batman fan. I am super satisfied. And I think in this second movie, I think I might get the Bruce Wayne that I'm looking for. If Robert Pattinson pulls off that Bruce Wayne that I think he can accompany that with this Batman, I think I might have my new favorite Batman live action Bruce Wayne / Batman. That's all I'm gonna say because I can't give it to him now. I love this. I think his Batman is great. I just can't deny how great his Batman was in this. Um, and I really like how everything seems to play towards the future. All right, because one thing about it, these Batman's rogues gallery doesn't go anywhere. Like they gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? And this definitely gave you that feeling. Catwoman off doing her thing, and the other people in here are put in certain situations where they can still, grow as their character. Like I said with Penguin, he's still running the iceberg lines. By the end of this thing, I'm telling what the Riddler ends up at. And like they talk about Arkham in this thing, and like they give you a little hint of a certain character that could be multiple characters. I don't know exactly which direction they go because it looked like one. It did something that another character would do. I don't even think this is a spoiler because I can't even really. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But like, yeah, I don't even know who that character possibly even is. But like, it's so much potential in just this world. You know what I'm saying? Like this. In all honesty, this is what I think Sony wants Spider-Man to be. You know what I'm saying? Like how Sony is making all those other movies around Spider-Man. I feel like this is a better version of that, even though it's just a Batman film. Because we still have the Penguin series coming out, which I'm looking forward to. I feel like Zoe Kravitz Catwoman doing her thing, and like Batman's Rogues Gallery is big enough to like have all these people, and they don't have to play a central part in everything. Like I said, Penguin just runs a lounge. But like he's so connected and everything, it's like, oh, you can just go by the iceberg line, see Penguin, and go on about his business. You don't need like no full arc with him in a story. And Catwoman, she still there's so many different characters that Batman have that you can do that with. And that's why that's one of the things I liked about how how Matt Reeves set up this world for the Batman. So, and moving forward, I think this is gonna be great. I'm ready to see the GCPD series coming out on HBO with Jeffrey Wright. That has the potential to be just phenomenal because you see the fucking corruption in Gotham. That's one thing that's always been like, you know, knee deep in Gotham is corruption. And bro, they explore it, man. Man, I like from the bottom up. Well, really from like the top down, I guess I would say. You just seeing like how many of these cops dirty. Like how many of these like head city officials just under somebody else. Bro, it is ridiculous. And just to see Jeffrey Wright having to like deal with that, I I'm excited for the possibilities of this. I'm gonna give the movie a B plus. I didn't think the movie was perfect. There were a couple things, you know what I'm saying, that didn't work for me. I could just straight up say it didn't work for me. But man, I had one hell of a time, and I can't wait to see. I'm ready to see the film again. I don't know when I'm gonna go see it again, but I'm definitely ready to go see it again. You guys, let me know what y'all thought about this review and the film down in the comment. Well, not the review. Yeah, well, y'all can't say if y'all thought the review sucked or not. I mean, it is what it is. Well, let me know what y'all thought about the film down in the comments. Who do y'all think that character that we saw is? Because I have two characters in mind, three actually. I won't say which ones they are, but yeah, y'all let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys staying safe, and I catch up with you guys later.